Tape it.
Why not?
Election's Tuesday. What are you going to do with it?
Thought you'd like the publicity.
Well, it makes me a little more self-conscious. While I don't necessarily appreciate having to go through a primary and, you know, with all the expense that it costs, I think it's frankly unfortunate that we're as dependent as we are on China's economy. It's because of the fiscal mismanagement of this administration. It really started with the Reagan administration. We were duped into believing that we can have it all. The Reagan administration, to some extent to the Bush administration, although he was far, the Bush 41 was far more fiscally responsible, but certainly in these last 8 years. It's been probably the worst fiscal policy since the 1920s. In fact, it has also produced the greatest gap in income between the very wealthy and the middle class than we've had since 1928. The top 1% has as much income and wealth as the bottom 70%. It's the greatest gap we've had since 1928, and it's not sustainable. That's not right. We've got to start balancing the budget. And that's what Bill Clinton did. But now we need to move forward. In large part because this past administration, which as far as I'm concerned, the Bush Cheney administration is the worst in American history. Largely because Buchanan was awful, and I could mention a number of others. But, you know, the consequence of their incompetence is nowhere near the consequence of the ideological incompetence of this administration in foreign policy and domestic. That the American people realize they have got to have change, dramatic change. They need somebody that can both inspire them, lead them, in both a pragmatic but also a progressive manner. I don't think I would be running if I really had thought there was any possibility of another 4 years, let alone 8 years of Republican domination of our country. And our founding fathers intended that we be a moral guidepost to the rest of the world. That's what we need to start doing. The Democratic Party has led America. The reason why America is a great nation is because of the Democratic Party. It's because of our principles. And it's time for us to come back, to show the kind of leadership that this nation is desperately in need of, to show what Democrats are really all about.